Well, good evening, everybody, and nice to see you guys. Whoa, all right, very cool. I am going to just make a quick movement here, and let's just shift you over to this screen, and it's bright as crazy in here, and hello, guys, nice to see you. Let me just shut some of my I've got a bunch of screens going on here. I need to get rid of some of this so that way it's not so bright so I don't blind you guys. Awesome. All right. Well, it's good to see you guys. Who do we have here? We have John. Nice to see you. Very cool, man. For some reason I didn't see you. And then we have Thamer 10. Are you new here, Thamer? Is this your first time here? If so, welcome. Thank you for joining us. So, good to see you. Awesome. Have you been here before? Is this your first time? I think I asked that, but I have a wonderful short-term memory. I'm glad you made it. I'm going to have a sip of water before we start. Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I'm so glad you're here, and we are so nice to see John. John, you were already here ahead of me, so great. So we are going to talk some crypto tonight, and in the scheme of things, unless there's something that I've drastically missed, it's been a pretty quiet day. I'm going to take a quick look at the markets and see how we're doing. I looked earlier, and we were down a little bit. But that's all right. Let's see here. Gala 255. Let's take a look at ADA where we are 28, dropping a little bit. H bar 496. Okay. All right, we're seeing some stuff going on, but you know what? That's okay. We don't care. It's all term, right? Short-term pain for long-term gain. That's the way I look at it. So these little blips, these things that we have going on in crypto right now, it's all going to pass. The one thing that I did see though, and tonight's going to be like an open forum, so if you guys have questions or comments or anything, please feel free to ask. So I want to share something with you guys too I'm really excited about, but I want to see if we get a few more people coming in, and so that would be really cool. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. And the way I look at it, John will tell you, is people who subscribe to our channel I don't consider you guys subscribers. I consider you extended family members. That's what you guys are, extended family members. And that's just it's more personal than a subscriber. I don't like that phrase. So welcome to the family, man. I'm glad you are here. So I did see this thing. So Congress is really getting kind of irritated with the SEC and Gary Gensler and all that stuff. And make sure you guys hit that like button for me too. When we hit that like button, it lets people know that we're on and that we're here kind of talking about crypto and Gala and some different things going on. But there's a bill that's been proposed, and they want, for regarding like some sort of a framework for digital assets. And so Congress has, the Finance Committee is kind of approached Gary Gensler and Janet Yellen to get them to weigh in on some meaningful regulations or framework for crypto and for digital assets, I should say. And they're giving it to the 30th. So I guess there's 30 days in June, right? 30 days past September, revenue and the rest of 31. Okay. All right. So they've got to the 30th. So I don't know what, if any, they can do if they don't respond by the 30th. I think it's just one of those things where they hope to respond. They really don't have, I don't think they have really any kind of legal recourse or any kind of power over them. They just want them to weigh in on, getting. Oh, thank you, whoever hit that like button. I appreciate it. To kind of weigh in on this bill, because it really would be nice to have something in place. But It's one of those things where I believe in the information, all the opinions expressed in this live stream are my own. Doesn't that sound familiar when Gary Gensler's like, oh, I'm not testifying in front of Congress. These are just my opinions and blah, 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 blah. I'm not representing the SEC. Dude, you're the freaking SEC chief. You're being called in front of Congress to testify. Of course it's about the company, not your opinion. It's about fact. But we won't go back there. I digress. Anyway, so, that's going to be interesting to see if there's any sort of framework that gets happening. But, we'll just have to see. Things have been kind of chill with Gala. They've still got their play test going on. I've been playing Eternal Paradox for probably past week and a half. Oh, excuse me, guys. For some reason, whenever I talk a lot, I guess I'm not a big talker. Because when I talk a lot, I yawn. So, it's not you guys. I just apologize in advance. That's just what happens. Thanks, John. You're a rock star, man. I appreciate it. Right now we got just a few people here, but that's okay. I don't care. Even if it was just you, I would still be here, brother. You know what I mean? So don't worry about that. But so Eternal Paradox or play test. I'm slowly. I wish this game was a hell of a lot simpler. This is a pet peeve of mine. Just because something is a Web3 game, you don't have to make it so damn complicated. And you don't know what anything means. You get all these gems unless you live in Discord. So if anyone here watching this has any connection, and I've tried saying this, these are mobile games. They should be fun. They should be simple. I mean, they should kind of maybe be linear. I mean, you don't know. And if you guys have been part of that playtest, I mean, the graphics are great. They've made some really good improvements within the game since I've been playing it. They've got rid of some really irritating voiceover narration that just, man, my 14-year-old could do a better job. But anyway, there's just those things. Just because it's a Web3 game doesn't mean it has to be so damn complicated. Simple, keep it simple, Scott. The KISS principle. The more complex you make things, the more complex you make things. So, I don't know. Maybe because I'm not a hardcore gamer, but the majority of people playing mobile, I don't think are. So, that's something. And it's one of those things where if you communicate that, unfortunately, people are going to kind of shut that down. Like, oh, we're just going to play more. This supposed to be simple for people to understand. Now, I'm not going to be too hard because I said the graphics are good. I think it has lots of potential once you figure it out. Right now, and again, I'm going to give it some credit because maybe it's a play test. Maybe they're not quite sure yet. Maybe they'll have some better tutorials or, hell, once I get it figured out and it kind of fully launches, I might do some tutorials myself. Because, if you're going play to earn or play to own or whatever you want to do, or just play it, again, playing should be fun and easy. Meow Match. That game is simple as anything. You could jump on, play 10 minutes. All right, next. There you go. Now, with Eternal Paradox, there's a lot more involved in it. And I don't mind that as long as I know what's going on. Even if it's just a 20-minute, 10-minute, 5-minute video tutorial. This is your objective. You start here. You get these gems or to use for that. And you can earn this and do that. That would be great. But we don't have that yet. So hopefully, maybe that'll be something in their future. I mean, now when you play like the Walking Dead Empires, that's pretty straightforward and simple. And that's fun too. So I'm just a big believer in just because a game is Web3 doesn't mean it has to be so damn challenging. So, but I am getting rewarded for playing the playtest. So I want to thank Gala for that anyway, because that I didn't expect to be. So I appreciate that. I mean, and all my gripes are minor gripes. But again, they're important ones, because if I'm thinking it and I'm saying it, then I'm probably not the only one. If we want to get mass adoption, if we want to get a lot of people playing these games, they got to be simple. You know what, John? You're probably right, because I'm old as Methuselah over here. You're probably right. You know, the kids could pick it up if you're used to playing all these games. But again, it comes to like, okay, what we want to try to make it. Now, granted, I'm in crypto. Now I'm going to be 53, all right? So, you know, whatever. But I still have the mind of a 23-year-old. So, or what is it? 53? 35-year-old. How's that? But yeah, it could be a generational thing. Maybe they're gearing it towards that. However, I will say this, though, and I've just kind of been chilling out on it. And if you're here, let us know you're here. I actually am now been brought on board. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of the crypto recruiters. They're like the United States is one of their top crypto recruiting firms. I've been brought on board as a business development manager. So I'm really stoked to be a part of that. So what I do is I connect with crypto CEOs and hiring managers and things like that to try to see if I can help these crypto companies, Web3, gaming, artificial intelligence, if they're looking for staff, if they're looking for people to work for them. My job is to go out and find them, and not more on the business side. I'm more into the business part of it. So that is really exciting. So that's kind of now my day job. It doesn't take away from any of the crypto videos that I'm doing. It's not going to be taken away from my live streams, but I just was really stoked to be a part of that. John, you're 67? Man, you got me beat, man. You got me beat, but great. Hey, it just goes to show that us old timers can get down too, right? You don't have to be some young, generation what is it? Generation Z? What is it now? I forgot. I think we're generation. I was born in 70, so Generation X, I think, or Y. I forget what the letters stand for, but whatever. The point is that we're here and we're a part of it, and it's funny because I think I'm in the crypto recruiters. I think I'm one of the oldest people there. So, but that's okay. I'm good. I just wanted to share that with you because I'm stoked about it. So if you see me there may be a video coming up about, who knows? You never know. I get creative. I get thinking about things. Things can pop up anytime. So anyway, I'm really stoked to be a part of the amazing group of people there, and I just want to make sure I do my part. So enough of that. So how are we doing tonight, everybody? What is going on? There's 4 of us here so far. I need a few more of you who are watching to hit that like button, please. And let us know where you're from and who you are. If this is your first time, say hello. Let us know. Say hello. That rhymes. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. Or I'm a legend in my own mind. I don't know. Whichever one you want. But it's a beautiful day out. Yesterday I came home. I was slamming. I came in. My family and I went to some amusement park here in Tampa, and we got home about 6:30. Now, normally on Sundays, if you're a regular, you know that I do my 7 p.m. live streams, unless something comes up. Well, by the time I got in, I'm like, I am still, I'm still have time to do my 7 o'clock live stream. So I jumped in, did my thumbnail, did a quick intro, and came on for my 7 o'clock, for my 7 o'clock live stream. So I made it, but normally I do my live streams at 7, and then Monday through Thursday from 7:30, and we just go however long we go. right? Until we're just sitting here looking at each other like, now what? Other than that, we get in, I get the information, and then I love answering questions. And, just sort of communicating with everyone and what's going on. Again, today was going to be a pretty quiet day. There wasn't a whole lot of announcements on Discord. I didn't, really see anything that has popped out at me, other than the fact that, Vladimir Putin had for a brief moment, there was like a revolution, and then that backed off. So that's kind of interesting, but that's really about it. Man, I'm a small fish right now, and I think because I talk about ROI in here too, and that's a big taboo in a lot of these projects. They don't do that. They don't talk about ROI, and I can be critical. I can be critical about Gala, like I just did. Like, I think their NFTs are overpriced. I think that, as I said, there's not enough education. You want mass adoption of something, you got to keep it simple. You got to keep it easy, so there's not too many barriers of conflict. If I have to jump through 10 different hoops just to play a game for 10 minutes, I'm probably going to be like, forget it. I don't have time for this. I just want to come in, take my mind off of whatever's going on. I'm waiting at the doctor's office and then get it done. So, if I were ever contacted by Gala and I haven't, I would be like, look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to speak my truth. And if I'm not going to come up here and talk about something if I don't believe in it. If I don't believe that something is going on, then that's maybe right for the players, maybe the game itself. I'm going to say it. Why? Because if you have too many yes men all the time, you lose critical thinking. And I saw this in a couple different crypto projects that I was I stressed the word briefly, a part of, where you couldn't say anything critical, even though it was right in the seriously, a project that I was in, I'm not going to say names, started off really good. I'm like, okay, I like this project. Could be something really positive. Could be really good. And then it just started to go downhill. It started to go downhill fast. And I got irritated because, look, if you're going to post something, you say you're going to make this big announcement, you don't do it, and then you do it a couple different times. It's like, that's bad news. That's like a kiss of death. And then as this crypto project is slowly dying, a slow agonizing death, you're posting pictures of your Ferraris in your driveway while people are losing their shirt. Come on, man. Really? Are you kidding me right now? So I'm very critical. And, when we lose that ability to be critical, we become yes men, yes women, and we just kind of go along to get along. And I'm not doing that. So if at some point in the future I was contacted by Gala, I'd like to do an interview. I'd like to get Jason on and do like an interview. An interview. Like, hey man, what got you into gaming? How'd you get started? What was it about Gala that got you want to involve? What's the future? What's the next 5 years look like? I would love to do that. I'd be willing to bring anyone on and have a conversation, because that's what it should be. I think it should be a conversation, not questions that are already predetermined and they already know what's going on, but to have a real life conversation where it's organic. Have a framework, but I don't know, man. I'd like to see that. I'd like to try. Maybe I'll reach out to Jason, see if he's open to it. I think you have to have a certain level, be at a certain level for them to even consider you. So we'll see. But I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate your support. You never know. You guys will be one of the first to know. So that's how that would work. But I want to know, it's pretty quiet and chill in here tonight. Who is still here? Who is here, by the way? All right, so there's 3 people here. Only 2 like buttons. Hit that like button, whoever that last person is. I would greatly appreciate it. Man. All right. I'm waiting. I want to see that like button go on. Hit that thumbs up for me. I ran out of water too. So now I'm kind of, if I sound like, Kermit the Frog or whatever, I apologize in advance. Or Grover. See, John, a lot of people don't even know what Grover is or Kermit the Frog or any of that stuff like that. But yeah, so, again, with crypto, you never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. Today is really just chill and mellow. It's a Monday. Tomorrow could be just crazy, where I come on and I've just got about a list of 20 items that I got to go over with you guys. So, that's kind of what's happening. So I'd like to open it up to whoever is here. John, I know you're here, but anyone else who is here, if you have questions or concerns, again, doesn't even have to be about Gala. Could be about H-Bar. Could be about Karate Combat, which I was able to redeem my... So this was really cool because this project is a new project. I've only been in it for a couple weeks, maybe. And I really like it a lot. And you can actually bet, on fights that are actually happening. And if you lose a fight, you don't lose your tokens. You win tokens. You win karate tokens. So there was, I think 8 fights on Saturday. I won all but 2 or 3 of them. And I end up being up like 16 karate tokens. Now they're, I think, oh God, I don't even know. What are they right now? Let me look and see. But I really need to do a video about them for you guys. And I will. But I want to see what we're running right now with it. Yeah. You guys can't see. Okay, good. I want to make sure. Not giving my stuff away. Yeah, so, it's an interesting project. And something that I need to be more specific and more linear for you guys. So that might be like my next video I do is that, or one of my next. Whenever I do a Gala video, though, they always seem to take off. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot that I'm in a whole lot of projects that I have. I keep it really simple. At one point, I had like 15 projects going on at the same time, and I was just like, because I want to keep track of everything. I'm just not going to invest money and then just walk away and forget about it. But man, I was like, this is too much. So I was like, all right, I need to take some away that I was looking at them, and I'm like, I just don't believe in it. If I don't believe in a project, now I've got, there's actually one project that I'm a part of that I was made aware of something today, and I don't know if I'm too keen on it, but I've got to dig in more and make sure that I'm right or make sure that it's accurate. So we'll see about that. When that happens, I'll make you guys aware of it. But for now, it's just something that's in my head kicking around, and I'll have to give that some thought. This definitely doesn't draw in. So, John, do you have any questions for me? Again, I guess tonight's more of a checkup from the neck up, where I'm just kind of popping on and just seeing where it leads. And again, not much happening today anyway. We'll see again what tomorrow holds. But definitely something to keep an eye out for is everything going on, because we never know from one day to the next what that Ripple SEC case is going to do. You never know. So we'll just have to be patient and see. It probably going to be a little bit of a while, but you never know. It could come out tomorrow and they have a decision. And that's going to be a stressful day. You know, that'll be a time to be like, okay, let's see what happens. People are either going to be like aping all into Ripple or XRP, or other people are going to be like dropping it like flies. So we'll just have to see how that all works itself out. But again, if you are here, let me know you're here. I appreciate you guys being here, of course. And I'm going to give a few more minutes. If anyone pops in, or if any questions or comments or concerns come up, now is the time to ask and let me know. I like sharing news, but I also like having an interaction with each other. So if you have anything you want to go over with me, please feel free to let me know. You never know. Well, hey everybody. It's really chill, it's really quiet. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on, give you a heads up, let you know kind of what's going on. Things have been kind of quiet in crypto today. And over the weekend, you know, some smaller stories, but yeah, I don't know about that. I hope so too. I hope so for those who have Gala on Coinbase still. I hope they didn't try moving them or get rid of them, because there's still hope. But that hope could be 6 months, could be a year, could be 2 years for all I know. But you know, we're just going to have to see and just kind of hope for the best. But, well, hey guys, I'm going to keep this short unless someone throws out a question for me before I end. But I hope you guys have a great evening, and let's see what happens tomorrow. I will be back on, same bat time, same bat channel at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want everyone to have a great night. And remember, here at the Crypto Dojo, crypto never sleeps. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.